Hey, what's up? It's Privacy J here. Today we marked 9/11 Memorial. It's been 24 years of 9/11, and we will never forget. So, so next year will be 25. So the 9/11 Memorial, it was I was like 1 years old, so it was 2001. So yeah. So let's go to today's topics about 9/11. 24 years of 9/11 terror attacks. So, U.S. marks 24th anniversary of 9/11 terror attacks. So, New York Americans are marking 24 years since the September 11th, 2001. So, yeah, September 11th, 2001. Yes. Um, Attacks with summon ceremonies, volunteer work, or other tributes honoring the victims. Many loved ones of the nearly 3,000 humans killed will join dig- dignitaries and politicians, or which I don't talk about politics, um, at commemorations Thursday in New York, at the Pentagon, and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Others choose to mark the day at more intimate gatherings. James Link, who lost his father, Robert Link, during the World Trade Center attack, said he and his family will attend a ceremony near the hometown in New Jersey before spending the day at the beach. It's one of those things where any kind of grief, I don't think it ever goes away. Link said as his partner and his mother joined thousands of young volunteers preparing meals for the needy and at a 9/11 charity event in Manhattan the day before the anniversary. Before finding the joy in that grief, I think has been a huge part of my growth with this. He said, the remembrance are being held during a time of increased political tensions. The 9/11 anniversary, often promoted as a day of national unity, comes at a day after conservative active activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed while speaking at a college in Utah. Who since yesterday, the reading of names and moment of silence. Kirk's killing is expected to prompt additional security measures around the 9/11 anniversary ceremony at the World Trade Center site in New York, authorities said. At Ground Zero in Lower Manhattan, the names of the attack victims will be read aloud by family and loved ones in a ceremony attended by Vice President J.D. And yeah, we just skipped that. Moments of silence will mark the exact times when hijacked planes struck the World Trade Center's iconic twin towers, as well as when the skyscrapers fell. At the Pentagon in Virginia, the 184 service members and civilians killed when hijackers steered a jetliner into the headquarters of this U.S. military will be honored. Yeah, not to mention about Trump. We're gonna skip that. After nearly 24 years, New York City officials identified three more 9/11 idol victims. So, officials with the medical examiner's office here reached out to Paul Keating's family a few months ago to say they believe a team of forensic scientists had made a breakthrough combining through material collected after the 9/11 terror attack. They had found a DNA match between human remains and Keating's mother, Barbara Keating, who passed away aboard one of the passenger jets that slammed into the World Trade Center on Thursday. The identification was confirmed publicly by the Office of NYC Chief's medical examiner. I think it's stunning. Keating told NPR, referring to efforts by the city to help families and find closure. They're doing this for us. Mm. they're doing it like they process it. The mayor's office announced that 3 additional victims of the terror attacks that occurred nearly 24 years ago were identified using information from families and device DNA analysis techniques. 2 names were released publicly: Barbara Keating of Palm Springs, California, and Ryan Fitzgerald of Floral Park, New York. The remains of another adult woman were also identified, but her name is being withheld at the request of the family members. Nearly 25 years after the disaster at the World Trade Center, our commitment to identify the missing and return them to their loved ones stands as strong as ever. Dr. Jason Graham, NYC's chief medical examiner, said in a statement. On September 11, 2001, conspirators from the terrorist group Al Qaeda seized control of the civilian passenger jets, using them to strike the World Trade Center's twin towers in Manhattan and the Pentagon in Arlington, VA. A 4th plane was headed for Washington, D.C., but crashed near Shanksville, Penn, after crew members and passengers tried to storm the cockpit. In all, nearly 3,000 humans passed away that day. The attacks killed 2,753 in New York City, according to the medical examiner's office. With this week's announcement, 1,653 of those humans have now been identified. Each new identification testifies to the promise of the science and sustained outreach to families dispute the passage of the time. We continue this work as our way of honoring the loss, Graham said. Fitzgerald, age 26, was a trader working for a firm in the World Trade Center when the attack occurred. Keating, age 72, was returning home to California after visiting family in Massachusetts. So, yeah. Not a day went by for years that 9/11 wasn't part of our lives. We had no choice, Paul Keating said of the aftermath of his mother's loss. It affected everybody in our family. My 2 sons were truly affected. There were almost 7 and 4. They woke up one day and grandmom is dead. Oh, sorry, grandmother has passed away, and bad guys just got killed her. There's no way my mom would have wanted for them. According to Keating, the positive identification of his mother's remains came after earlier discoveries of some of her possessions in the rubble and wreckage left by the disaster. They were sifting through all of it, and they found a piece of my mom's ATM card that was in her luggage, and then it must have been 17 years later they found part of her brush. They found part of her hairbrush, he said. The pain of losing a loved one in the September 11th terror attacks echoes across the decades. But with these 3 new identifications, we take a step forward in comforting the family members still aching from that day, said NYC Mayor Adams, a former police officer who was on the duty 9/11. Officials say the identifications of Fitzgerald, Keating, and the unnamed woman were confirmed using DNA testing of remains gathering in 2001 and 2002. So far, roughly 40% of the deceased remain unidentified. In addition to 3 new identified this year, OCM has identified 22 humans remains associated with previously identified individuals, the chief medical examiner's office said in a statement. So anyways, that's gonna be it for today's stream about 9/11. So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's stream. Oh, not tomorrow's stream. The video. Let me see. I can check right now. Oh yes, I can check my. Let me check my thing right now. Oh yes, the new video is coming tomorrow, and I'm working on it as a short video, or let's see what happens tomorrow. So yeah, so then and yeah, we will never forget about that. So yeah, okay. So like and comment, subscribe, and let me know about it. So we're gonna subscribe to my 3 channels: Privacy J Productions 1, 2, and 3, and my content. All of my social medias will let you know all about it. Facebook, my name is Jaden Garcia. Instagram is JTech727. Snapchat is Scoots0727. And follow me on X Privacy JNYC1. So thanks for watching and peace out.